In a world of empires that rise and fall, there exists a land whose story is etched in stone, woven into legend, and stands as a testament to an enduring spirit. This is the story of Ethiopia, a nation whose roots run deeper than recorded time, a beacon of independence in the heart of Africa. It is a chronicle not just of kings and queens, but of faith, resilience, and a people who have time and again defined their own destiny. From the cradle of humankind to the castles of Gondar, from the sacred silence of Lalibela to the resounding victory at Adwa, Ethiopia's journey is an epic of sovereignty, a powerful reminder that history is not just something that happens to us, but something we create. This is the legacy of a nation that was never truly conquered, a story of pride, power, and perseverance that continues to inspire the world. Ethiopia's narrative begins at the dawn of humanity itself. This ancient land is recognized as a vital cradle of early hominid evolution, a place where our most distant ancestors took their first steps. The discovery of fossils like Lucy, a hominid, who lived approximately 3.2 million years ago, places Ethiopia at the very heart of the human story. Fast forward through millennia, and by the 1st century AD, the formidable kingdom of Axum had risen to prominence. Strategically positioned along the Red Sea, Axum became a major trading powerhouse, a crucial link between the Roman Empire and the distant riches of India. Its influence was vast, its wealth legendary, and its legacy is still visible today in the towering stelae that pierce the sky. A pivotal moment in this kingdom's history, and in the destiny of the entire nation, occurred around 350 AD when Christianity was adopted as the state religion, weaving a thread of faith that would become central to Ethiopia's identity for centuries to come. As Aksum's power waned around 960 AD, a new era began. The Zagwe dynasty emerged in 1137, continuing the Christian legacy with unparalleled devotion. It was during this period that one of the world's most astonishing architectural marvels was created. King Lalibela, driven by a vision to build a new Jerusalem in the Ethiopian highlands, commissioned the construction of 11 monolithic churches, each carved directly out of solid rock. These subterranean sanctuaries, connected by a labyrinth of tunnels and passages, stand as an enduring testament to the dynasty's faith and ingenuity. However, the Zagwe's rule was destined to be a chapter, not the entire book. In 1270, a new and powerful lineage, the Solomonic dynasty, was founded by Yakuno Amlak. This dynasty established a claim of direct descent from the biblical King Solomon and the legendary Queen of Sheba, a foundational myth that would legitimize their rule and shape the imperial identity of Ethiopia for over 700 years. The Solomonic era, however, was not without its trials. In the 1530s, the empire faced one of its gravest threats. The Muslim leader Ahmad ibn Ibrahim al-Ghazi, known as Ahmad Gran or the Left-Handed, launched a devastating conquest that saw significant parts of Christian Ethiopia fall under his control. The very existence of the empire hung in the balance until, with Portuguese assistance, the tide was turned. Emerging from this period of conflict, the empire sought stability and renewal. In 19,636, Emperor Fasilides established a new permanent capital at Gondar. This act ushered in a golden era, a period of remarkable cultural and architectural flourishing. The royal enclosure, Fasils Gebi, became a city of magnificent castles and palaces, Achaemenid of Africa, that symbolized a renewed sense of imperial power and prestige. Yet, this centralized strength would eventually fracture. The mid-18th century saw the dawn of the Zemene Mesafint, or the Age of Princes. From 1769 to 1855, the central authority of the Solomonic emperor in Gondar crumbled. Power devolved to regional warlords and nobles who vied for control, leaving the monarchy as a mere figurehead in a deeply divided land. This period of instability and internal conflict threatened to permanently splinter the ancient empire. It was into this fractured landscape that a visionary and ambitious leader emerged. Emperor Tewodros II, who reigned from 1855 to 1868, dedicated his rule to a singular monumental task: the reunification of the country. He fought tirelessly to break the power of the regional lords and began a campaign of modernization, seeking to equip Ethiopia with the tools it needed to stand strong in a rapidly changing world. Though his reign ended tragically, Tewodros II laid the crucial groundwork for the powerful emperors who would follow. Building upon the foundations of reunification, the reign of Emperor Menelik II from 1889 to 1913 marked a period of dramatic expansion and consolidation. He expanded the borders of the empire to something resembling its modern form, and in 1889 founded a new capital, Addis Ababa, meaning new flower. But Menelik II's most defining moment, and a pivotal event in the history of Africa, was yet to come. As European powers carved up the continent during the scramble for Africa, Italy set its sights on Ethiopia. In 1896, at the historic Battle of Adwa, Menelik's well-organized and fiercely determined army inflicted a stunning and decisive defeat on the invading Italian forces. This victory was monumental. It secured Ethiopia's sovereignty, making it the only African nation, alongside Liberia, to successfully resist European colonization. The triumph at Adwa became a powerful symbol of African resistance and pride, echoing far beyond Ethiopia's borders. The 20th century was dominated by the towering figure of Emperor Haile Selassie I, who ascended to the throne in 1930. His reign was a complex tapestry of modernization, international diplomacy, and autocratic rule. His efforts were brutally interrupted in 1935 when fascist Italy, under Benito Mussolini, invaded once more, seeking to avenge the defeat at Adwa. For 5 years, Ethiopia endured a harsh occupation, and Haile Selassie was forced into exile, where he made a passionate and famous appeal to the League of Nations. With the help of Allied forces, he returned to power in 1941. In the post-war era, his actions continued to shape the region. In 1962, his annexation of Eritrea, which had been federated with Ethiopia, sowed the seeds of a long and bitter conflict. The emperor's long reign, however, came to an abrupt and violent end. In 1974, amid growing unrest and famine, a Marxist military junta known as the Derg overthrew the ancient monarchy, ending centuries of Solomonic rule. The fall of the emperor ushered in one of the darkest periods in Ethiopia's history. The Derg, led by the ruthless dictator Mengistu Haile Mariam, unleashed a period of political violence known as the Red Terror from 1977 to 1979. Thousands of political opponents, intellectuals, and ordinary citizens were arrested, tortured, or executed in a brutal campaign to consolidate power. The country was plunged into civil war and suffered from devastating famines. This reign of terror lasted until 1991, when a coalition of rebel forces, the Ethiopian People's Revolutionary Democratic Front (EPART-F), marched into Addis Ababa and toppled the Derg regime. More recently, in 2020, a new and tragic chapter of conflict began in the northern Tigray region, once again bringing war and suffering to this resilient land. Through millennia of triumph and turmoil, Ethiopia's story remains one of profound strength. It is a nation that has guarded its faith in churches hewn from living rock, defended its freedom on the battlefield of Adwa, and navigated the turbulent currents of the modern world while holding fast to its ancient identity. The journey has been marked by moments of brilliant cultural achievement and periods of deep, heartbreaking conflict. Yet, the spirit of the Ethiopian people, a mosaic of diverse cultures, languages, and traditions, endures. Their history is not a relic of the past. It is a living, breathing force that continues to shape their present and inspire their future. In a world of fleeting identities, Ethiopia stands as a powerful monument to the enduring power of a people to chart their own course, a testament to a legacy of independence, faith, and a spirit that has never been broken.
Thanks for watching. Please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.